So this is the last place you probably thought you would ever see me at. And when I say that, I say this. I am in the middle of nowhere and I'm with a friend of mine. Now usually when I'm shooting with this guy, we are in his neck of the woods, so to speak. This time he came with me to my neck of the woods. And as you can see, we are kind of in the woods. I don't know if you can see him. Hold on, where is he? Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. I think that's, let's zoom back out. I think that's Chris. This wasn't the reason for my video, but I figured, you know what, since I'm out here, might as well do something, you know, in the great outdoors of Middletown, New Jersey. Right now, about to go meet my boy Chris and see what he's shooting and see what we can shoot together. We haven't shot in a while. It's been a while since we last shot together when we were in New York City. I think you remember that time when we went to NYC.
Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys.
Oh. He almost fell.
Nah.
Yeah, coming down, I almost fell here. So I was telling them that usually when we shoot, we're either shooting where you live or we are shooting in New York City.
You know what's crazy? One, this is a completely different scenery. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody's already used to seeing us like with buildings and cars. But yo, today is none of that. It's just straight grass, probably a couple of deers and bears ready to attack. But we're here and we're ready.
He even came dressed for the occasion with the flannel.
Yeah, I didn't even plan. I was like, yo, I like the flannel, you know, whatever, and I'm blending it with the environment.
But it is a different feel considering all the noise and everything that we're surrounded around whenever we shoot. But to come out here to the great outdoors.
All jokes aside, this is very, very beautiful. Like, the feel of it.
It's different.
So different. To me, this is a whole new experience. You know, I'm so used to the city. You know, even if you try to go to a park in the city in New York or up north,
it's just saturated, like, man. Too many people, you can't get a good shot, people in the way.
This is what I call peace. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is very peaceful.
Even if you go to Liberty State, which is a lot of grass.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff going on.
You still hear cars, you still hear buses.
Look, just listen for a second. What do you hear? I don't even know where to begin, where to shoot. It's like, I look at this sky, I don't know why the sky reminds me of The Simpsons. It just, I don't know why that reminds me of The Simpsons, but it does. So,
like I said, it's a beautiful experience, you know, for me to get out somewhere different. This makes me feel like there's so much more to life.
We're gonna get to the shooting, but we'll be right back. And we're back. And just like that, we are at another location. As you can see, we are at the beach. The sun is setting, obviously, as you can see behind me. I don't know if you can really see it was kind of blown out, and it just looks amazing. So I brought Chris here to this beach near my home just to give him a little different feel of what he's accustomed to from what he's shooting and the things that he does shoot. And for me too, I don't really shoot like beach areas or you know, grass and trees, nature stuff. I usually shoot urban feel for what it's worth. So coming out here to the beach and to the landscape that we were, the park that we were at, it gave us a little bit of a different type of mood, a different type of setting, something that we're not accustomed to, something that we don't usually do. I know that Chris is loving it. He's out there. Let me show you. I wanted to talk to you guys today about camera settings, whether it be manual, automatic, for beginners, pros, whatever the case may be. I just want to give you some insight on the settings that I use when I do photography or even video, or settings that Chris does for his photography. If there's one thing anyone knows about me, I hate, not that I hate the beach, I hate the sand. So look, about to walk in the sand with my Vans, and I really don't like it, but whatever. This is for y'all. So we're gonna go into the beach and shoot real quick. The settings that I use to shoot for my videos, very simple. A lot of it it's not rocket science. It's more of a just automatic setting. A lot of the times in the past I used to shoot manual, and I would always have to like adjust the lens and try to focus on my face and stuff like that. But as time went on, I did some research, and the auto setting is not so bad. I actually learned some stuff from people like Peter McKinnon.
Now, moving on to focus modes. Okay, let's talk about focus modes. These I switch between all the time. It's really going to heavily depend on what it is that you're shooting, what your interest is in photography, or maybe the specific job that you happen to get. That's gonna determine how you're gonna focus on your images. For example, maybe you got a job shooting hockey downtown for a newspaper and you're out there shooting these players rip across the ice, or maybe your job is a portrait photographer and you're taking stills inside a studio and no one's really moving around. Or maybe you photograph kids or animals or real estate. Depending on what it is that you're photographing will determine the mode you're gonna use to focus on those subjects. We've kind of got three main focus modes to go over. There's continuous, there's single focus, then there's manual focus.
Shooting in auto is not so bad. And even when you're doing photography, when you're snapping shots, put it in auto. That's what it's made for. So just use that setting and it will find the perfect setting in the environment that you're in. Now, if you want to do something else and make some adjustments, by all means, go ahead and do it. Test it. I mean, listen, we all have to start somewhere, right? Like for me, I'm not a professional. I'm still learning as I go. I'm a student of the trade and I love learning new things. I love working with people who are better than me to teach me. And that's why I stick around with Chris.
Going on, what are we talking about today? You're always talking, so what are we talking about today?
So I was telling the viewers that the settings that I use when I'm doing vlogs or photography and stuff like that, and that there are times where I do put it in manual, but not all the time do I put it in manual. There's a lot of times I'm using auto, especially when I'm doing vlogs, because I can adjust the aperture and all that stuff on the fly as I'm walking and talking. But I know for photography it's a little bit different. Sometimes you could do different settings or leave it on auto, or you could do it manually. It doesn't always have to be auto.
Right.
So they each serve their own purpose is what I was telling them.
First and foremost, Lou, I like your glasses, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, thank you.
I can see the reflection of the sunset off your glasses. Now that's dope. As far as for those that are doing photography, my advice is learn your camera, watch tutorials, because when I got mine, I have a Nikon D5500. You know, for those that are always wondering, each and every day I watched hours long of tutorials and videos just to learn with the settings. And once I learned something new, I jot it down, go out, you know, put the settings, shoot. I've learned so much through the mistakes of learning, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you know, take some time, take some notes, learn your camera, watch tutorials, go out and apply it to the world, because at the end of the day, the world is our canvas, you know what I'm saying? I don't paint, you know, I don't make clothes, so I don't do any of that, you know.
That is your paintbrush.
This is my paintbrush.
And the world.
Right, and the world is my canvas, right. So this is what I paint with. I actually spoke about this not too long ago. It's a quote that I remember hearing from J. Cole. The man makes the chain don't make the man. And it's kind of like the same thing with your camera. Like, it doesn't matter how expensive your camera is or the lens you have, it's what you do with that equipment, what you do with that tool of yours. So don't worry about buying the most expensive lens or the most expensive camera. Use the camera that you have. We spoke about this before a bunch of times. And just use what you got and use it to the best of its ability. And just shoot, man. Just go out there and make the mistakes. It's gonna happen regardless. Nothing's gonna be perfect. Nothing in life is gonna be perfect. So just go out there and shoot and have fun. The moon has already rised, as you can see. Well, the moon is always there. It doesn't really rise, but you know what I mean. As the sun is setting, it's getting darker, and I still wear these shades. But follow me as I go down closer to the water. I hope you took something from this video today. I hope you enjoyed the little insight that we had to say a bit today. I know you hear the ocean. It sounds so relaxing. But anyway, I like this better. I think the way this looks better, because look, see, it's very dark over here. I don't know why my hand is like this, but anyway, it's very dark over here, and then boom, we got a little bit of sunlight. It's pretty dope. I know last week I didn't make a video. That's something I'm going to talk about in my next video, about trying to balance work life with hobby life and trying to, I gotta focus this better. Bro, I caught something
this guy.
Very, very beautiful.
What you got?
Something very, very nice.
I just want to say thank y'all for watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like the video. I'm gonna put Chris's information in the description below so you can check out his Instagram. Appreciate the love.
One more thing, hold on before you leave. Yo, can you believe that Lou tried something new today? Yo, he tried chicken for the first time in his life. I'm like, yo.
He's taking it too far. But listen, I'm trying to say goodbye, man. Listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Wait, one more thing.
This guy.
I love y'all, just kidding, goodbye.
Wait, did you say I love y'all, just kidding, so you really don't love them?
Oh wait, just kidding, I love y'all.
Okay.
Goodbye, now, my bad.
Alright, peace y'all, I love you. This is Chris. trying to take a picture of the rabbit. I think the bunny knows. I think the bunny knows. The bunny's out. The bunny's out.